Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do some what solds, and I have a new ring light and the background's a little different because I'm switching things around in my area here. So if it looks different, that's why. I also wanted to share because I can't help, it's on and I'm looking at it in my screen. A lot of you guys might know who Karen Lavender Clothesline is. She's a YouTuber, fellow reseller, and she's moving to Florida and did a 60% off sale in her eBay store. I don't know, it might still be going on. And I thought, ooh, Lord, I gotta check that out, you know? And I had actually been checking out this shirt for a while. I was watching it. When I heard about the 60% off deal, I'm like, yes, let's do it. Let's buy this. So this is a Free People shirt I got from Karen. I just got it the other day and it's really cool. I like it. It's soft, lightweight. Look at the sleeves, guys. They're really cool. Look at that. And it's kind of shorter, but I wear skirts. I hike up my skirts kind of higher, so I can get shorter tops and not worry too much about it because it's not like my stomach's hanging out. Nothing against stomachs hanging out. I mean, if you got it, if you want to flaunt it, hey, you do you, honey. But you know what I'm saying. So I had to share that. I was excited about it. YouTube people, some of them seem so, you know, almost celebrity-ish. And it's just weird because celebrities are just people. Have you ever sat and thought about that? Seriously, celebrities are just people that are on TV. That's all they are. I mean, a lot of them are rich, but you know, that too. But they're just everyday people. But we make them out to seem so much grander, kind of like superhumans, which they're not. But I guess it's normal to be inspired by others, which is good. If it's an inspiration thing, it's good, as long as you're not like idolizing them. Anyhow, guys, if you haven't been here before, I'm Jules, a full-time flipper, a single mama, the one-woman show here to share. And speaking of Karen Lavender Clothesline, she was one of the first YouTubers I found who really inspired me and made me think, wow, this is a really attainable thing and you can make really good money doing this. It's real, you know? So I think that's why I always kind of looked up to her. It's always good to be inspired by someone, I feel, you know, in a positive manner. So yay, Karen Lavender Clothesline. All right, we're gonna stop talking about her now. So anywho, we're just gonna get right into it. We have a bunch of sales from the past month or so, and I'm just gonna go through a bunch with y'all. Let's do it. Let's just kick back. I have some coffee and I have my Beatles mug today, which I've shared before, but let's share again because it's a really cool one. It says love is all you need in here. So okay, so guys, grab a drink, a snack, what have you. Let's get into some of what sold. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get into it. First, we got this nice Dickies men's short sleeve twill original fit work shirt. New old stock. Funny story, I've had this for years, and the other day I just happened to find it. I haven't seen the listing on eBay forever because, you know, I go through my listings. I do the sell similar and all that, so I keep a pretty good eye on what I have in the store. So I went back into my eBay store and it was gone, guys. I don't know what the heck happened to it. I've heard other people say that too, like listings get just randomly deleted, or I don't really know, okay? I don't know what happens to them, but I'm like, well, what the heck? So obviously I took some more pictures of it, posted it, and it sold within like 2 weeks. So that was awesome. Yeah, $18.99 plus shipping. So I'm glad I found it. Yeah, I guess it's good every now and then to look through your inventory, and because weird things like that happen. For sure. Ooh, this was really cute. Ralph Lauren heart-shaped leather coin pouch, cream gold purse accessory. Now I got this at a thrift store. I believe I paid like $6 or $7 for it. It was new with tags and anything, guys. Now I shouldn't say anything because it's probably not true, but so much Ralph Lauren stuff sells well. I have just realized that I would have never thought that getting into the reselling biz. Like, I don't know why. Like, I know it's a decent brand, but I wouldn't have thought it was so popular. I'm always shocked, to be honest. But this sold for $34.99 plus shipping for this little cute leather pouch thing. So I've had this posted maybe a month. All right, a while back, I got some jewelry from Facebook Marketplace. Some of y'all might have seen that video, and this was in that haul. I paid $30 for the whole lot of jewelry, and I'm definitely in the profit now. It's vintage charm bracelet, chunky gold tone retro, and this was really nice. Nice old charm bracelet. I think I was going to replace a couple little tiny beads or balls were missing, and I just got lazy and didn't do it because I couldn't find my glue. I just sold it as it was. I had it here for $38, but I believe I took an offer. I can't tell on the screen, but I will let you know. I think it sold for 20 some plus shipping. All right, guys, I feel like I'm done with clocks. I have had bad luck with clocks lately. This clock is so cool. Vintage cut wood wall clock, turquoise stone, handcrafted. All right, I have had this clock forever. I love these old clocks. My dad made a couple back in the day. I believe I still have the one my dad made in my storage area. They're just so neat, you know? But I feel like sometimes with these, the little motors can go bad. I'm not a clock expert by any means, but this was working. I shipped it, but the buyer messaged me. She said that she replaced the battery and the clock was ticking, but then it kept stopping every couple hours. Like it just wouldn't work right. And I was like, dang, that really sucks because, you know, there's really no way of me ever knowing that. So I talked to her, told her she could return, you know, and she didn't want to return it. She liked the look of it. I said, it probably needs a new motor, you know, let me just send you a partial refund. And that's what I did. It only sold for 20 some plus shipping. So I did not make much off of this clock. I don't remember what I paid for it. I could have paid $5 to $10 for it though. I've had it a while and I thought it would sell for more. So this is definitely something I would think twice about buying again. It looks cool, but with the clock's finickiness, you know, yeah, I'm good on these clocks. And there's another clock. Let me see if I can find it. I hope this ring light doesn't like white out my face. I notice depending on the room I'm in, when I film, some rooms, like this room usually is really good, but my living room, for some reason, it just looks washed out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing really. And this ring light I got is kind of big and it's close to me right now. And now I'm worried that's gonna make me look too washed out, but hey, whatever. We'll learn as we go. Where's this other clock that I sold? Okay, here we go. Vintage Jungle Gear Kids Alarm Clock, radio, AM, FM, 90s, retro, safari. Yeah, this was a really cute clock. It did work. It plugged in and everything. Sold it for $20 plus shipping just like a week ago. And the buyer messaged me that it would not work with the battery element. I did not test the battery element. And now I've learned from that to always know battery element has not been tested, you know, sold as is. Because apparently the buyer wanted to use it with the batteries, you know, not have to plug it in. So it did not work apparently with the battery. So that resulted in a partial refund as well, which I know I got to be careful with because I've heard people do that and take advantage of sellers. So you really do have to be careful. It's just coincidental that 2 clocks in a row have been finicky like this. I've sold like alarm clocks and such in the past and had no problem. It's just pain in the butt, y'all. Pain in the booty. On with the next. We got some jewelry. Okay, yay. I like selling jewelry, as I say. It's one of my favorite things to sell. This right here is really cool. I think I found this in a grab bag of some sorts. I've had it for a while, but these necklaces, oh, I love this brand. I didn't even know about them till I discovered this. It's called Mind Finds by J. King Long. They make beautiful natural stone necklaces. This one had sterling silver as well. And here's what the tag looked like on this. And you can see the 925 there. Beautiful necklace. Took a while to sell, but that's all right. $34.99 plus shipping. After I researched this brand for a while, I want to buy one of these necklaces. I do. One of these days, I think I will. A lot of them sell for decent money, so yeah, definitely be on the lookout. Ooh, this was a good find here. Look at this. Vintage sheared beaver fur scarf with fringe. Patch, colorful, retro designer, Canada boho. So a couple weeks back, I got to go to an estate sale that I was really excited about because, you know, they just haven't been around lately with winter and all. Very sparing around here. And there was some good jewelry there. And this I found there. It was hanging on like a coat rack for $5. And I just felt it and I'm like, oh, this is good. Wasn't sure what it was made of. I just knew it was luxurious and soft. So yes, I scooped it up. And when I got home, I realized on the inside there was a tag, which I didn't even notice at the sale. I'll show you. It was like underneath the fringe on the inside there, Starlight made in Canada. And then once I kind of started doing Google image searches and such, I found out what it was. There was like very few out there though. It was pretty rare. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. I was actually gonna keep it because I thought it was really cool. But of course, after I found out it was good money to sell, I wanted to sell it. So yeah, it only took maybe a week to sell, and it sold for, I believe, 70 something plus shipping. I had it up for 84. Sorry, the links I saved to go over my sales, they don't have the sold prices and they just have what I listed it as. So if anything's different, I'll just pop it up on the screen so you can see what it actually sold for, because I don't want to be lying to you guys. I don't want to be making up stories. Very good sale there. Very, very good. Okay, this is such a bummer. Another return, guys. Man, I don't get a lot of returns, but or partial refund, what have you. But within the past month or so, I've got a few. Whatever, it happens. I'm not going to cry about it. But this one was annoying. I'll tell you why. Check this out. Lego typewriter. No box or instructions. 98% complete. Please read. Okay, guys. Deep breath, because this one kind of pisses me off, okay? No, it doesn't kind of piss me off. It really pisses me off, and I'll tell you why. I found this at my local thrift store in a bag, and a bunch of it was falling apart. I've had this for a couple months, you know, went into my death money pile, what have you, and I needed some inventory like maybe a week ago, and I seen this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should totally try to put this together and see if it's all there. So I had the extra time that day, and it took a while, guys. I looked on the Lego website to get the instructions. I found the instructions because, oh, by the way, these sell for like $300. Yeah, that's why I was like, this is really good money if I could see if all the parts are there, you know. A lot of the ones that are selling have the box, have the instructions, you know. So I knew I didn't have that going for me, but I could still get something out of it because it's a valuable Lego item, you know. So I sat there, and it took quite a while, guys, to put this thing together. I was so freaking proud of myself when I got this thing together. I even called my oldest son downstairs. I'm like, Jaden, look what I did. I got this together. I was so proud of myself, you know. I was like, yes, I did it. I accomplished it. Anywho, that's part of why I'm so bummed out about this. So I posted this as it is here, okay, with the please read. So I'm saying, hey, it's almost all complete. It's missing a few pieces, but there you go. No instructions, no box. Guys, it sold within like 30 minutes. I don't know. It was really quick for what I was asking, $74.99. And I was like, oh, yes, you know, that was all worth it. I was so excited. Anywho, we're getting to the bummer side of this. I shipped it out, had to be very careful, you know, wrapped it really good. Then a couple days ago, I got a message from the buyer. He seemed very nice. It wasn't a mean message at all, but he informed me that this is actually a Lego knockoff. He took a picture of one of the areas and said, see here, this should say Lego on it, and it doesn't say Lego. So this is actually not a Lego brand. And at first I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, seriously. I questioned him at first. I didn't say anything to him, obviously. I questioned him in my brain. I'm like, who's making big Lego typewriters like this? And they're fake. Well, first off, I know Legos are faked. Absolutely. It's stupid, but yes, they fake Legos. They fake all kinds of stuff. It's just annoying, you know, but I thought this whole typewriter, they're really making these big freaking Lego things and they're fake. And I questioned it for a while. I thought, oh, what if the guy just ordered it because he was missing pieces, took the pieces off of it, and then I was trying to return it. I don't know, you know, I haven't got it back yet, so I don't know for sure. But when I did some research into it, I believe I did find some people saying that these can be faked. I cannot believe it, guys. Yes, even a big ass typewriter like this can be faked. So now I gotta wait for the return. And of course, that's a very good sale. And I don't even think I mentioned, I paid only like $1 for this at my local thrift store. And I put all that time into it though, so I don't know. It was just such a bummer after all that work, and I was so happy about it. But now I know, you know, you learn your lessons along the way, as we say, and this was definitely a lesson. Be aware that Legos are faked. Always be cautious of that. There are YouTube videos showing how you identify fake and real Legos and stuff if anyone's interested. But, and like I said, I knew that. It just didn't even cross my mind that a product of that size and everything would be faked. I didn't think it would be. I don't know. I learned my lesson though, okay? So on with the next, the more positive sale here. All right, we got a vintage LL Bean boat and tote bag, rare moose corduroy. This was so cool. I did pay up for this though. I remember I got this at a rummage sale. I paid like $20 for it because I knew it was worth quite a bit, you know. And it sold for $74.99 plus shipping. Some of these were even higher than that online, I remember, but this sat for a good while. I've had this for months and months, and, you know, willing to sit on it because I knew what it was worth, but definitely a good find regardless, and a good sale. All right, here we go with Ralph Lauren again. I'm telling you, Ralph Lauren tweed classic tailored wool blend double breast blazer, size 10. All right, soon as I posted this, I had a bunch of watchers on it. I was kind of surprised. I got this at my local thrift store. I think I paid $2 to $4 for it, and it sold for $50 plus shipping. So, and rather quickly. So definitely a good sale. Like I said, be on the lookout, guys, for that Ralph Lauren stuff. It can do very well. Ooh, and another good brand usually, especially the vintage stuff, Victoria's Secret. This is another find from my local thrift store. Vintage Victoria's Secret sheer black lace teddy. Okay, I figured this would do well with Valentine's Day coming up and everything. And it was really pretty. It was new with tags, but it was missing like the top button, which kind of bummed me out when I realized that. But I'm like, whatever, you know, it's still really pretty. And I mean, it's lingerie. Do you really need the top button buttoned? No, honey, no. We can just show a little more, you know. I mean, you're already pretty much showing everything sheer, so I don't think it really matters, but still, you know. Nonetheless, beautiful. Posted it. It sold very quickly, within a couple days, I think. So that was cool. I had it listed for $34.99. I think it sold at full price. If it didn't, I will share. But yeah, good find. Oh, I think I paid like $3 to $4 for that too, because it was new with tags. Here we got another jewelry sale. Anything Zodiac can do really well, I've noticed, especially with vintage stuff like this. Vintage Crown Trifari gold tone clear glass Zodiac Aquarius necklace. $18.99 plus shipping. And I've had this a few months. Anytime I see it, these kinds of necklaces, I've had a couple of them here and there, or anything, like I said, Zodiac, I grab it, especially at a good price. Oh, this was cool. I didn't really realize this was something sought after. Mental Gear, cool winter ski hat, beanie, colorful dreadlocks. So these hats, they're called Mental, you know, see the logo there? They are pretty sought after, let me tell you. I wasn't sure how well this would do because it's a youth size. My 17-year-old son put it on and it fit him. So I don't know. He's got a normal size head, you know, he's 17. So they're stretchy. So I wasn't sure how well it would do being a youth size because some of them selling I could see were adult size, but it still did very well. $40 plus shipping, and it only took maybe a couple weeks to sell. I got this at my local thrift store, I think for $1. So yeah, definitely a good find. Cool looking hat. I think I remember them from back in the day. Hats like that, you know, with the fake dreadlocks and stuff. Pretty cool. This is so pretty. Vintage needlepoint cross stitch small mini round purple flower framed cottage core I put. And it sold for $17.99 plus shipping. I think I paid, I don't remember, guys, $1 or something for this, and I don't remember where I got it. It was either an estate sale or a thrift shop. I'm not remembering, but look how pretty that is. I can't believe I didn't keep it. I can't keep everything, you know, it's not good. That is not good for business. Oh, here's a bolo, guys, bolo alert. I found these at a thrift shop. These little miniature, they're called Miniature J. Carlton Dominique whatever, hand painted ceramic hotel. Okay, these are little, they're mini. And on the bottom, this is what they look like. Just that little thing that says J. Carlton hand painted. So I found these in a group. I think there was maybe 4 of them, and they're only, I think the whole box was maybe like $4, if that, for all of them. And I'm like, these look really well done. You could just kind of tell, you know. This one I had for $47.99. If it's sold for less, I'll share. So this one sold like a week ago, and then I just sold another one, which I'll share on the screen too, like just last night. So 2 of them have already sold. And what an awesome find. You know, I love getting little things. They're not even like that fragile. They're made of like kind of like a clay. Oh, it says ceramic, but they're like a hefty ceramic, you know. They don't seem that fragile anyhow, so not too bad to ship. So definitely be on the lookout for these guys. Oh, here's a pain in the butt to ship, and I hope it got there safe because this shipped out a couple days ago. Lennox Garden Splendor Butterfly Teapot Sugar Dish Creamer Set, Bone China. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. But I found this for very cheap somewhere a long time ago. And I remember even thinking at the time, I do not want to ship this. This just looks like a pain in the butt, but it's so pretty and it was such a good price. It was one of them things, I grabbed it. But it sat and it sat and it sat forever. And I had it here for $64.99 plus shipping, but I think I might have took an offer. I mean, look how pretty though, the butterflies. For whatever reason, not a super desirable pattern or popular or whatever, because it sat so long. Yeah, but definitely glad it sold. I hope it got there okay. I was nervous shipping it. Okay, coffee break. All right, one time I was out thrifting and I kept finding brass stuff. I don't know, it was like, I even took a picture of it when I got home, my like haul, because almost everything I found was brass. It was really weird. And this was one of them. A vintage brass graduated sizes 6 candlestick holder set, mid-century modern. I forget what I paid for this, but sold for $34.99 plus shipping. And I only had these maybe a month if that, so not bad at all. Okay, this was kind of wild. This shirt, vintage Gravedigger Monster Jam shirt, youth, small, because the size was cut out, all over print, long sleeve, okay? This was my oldest son, who is 22 now. This was his shirt when he was young, okay? At the time, him and his friends actually went to this Monster Jam event, and he got this shirt there, and he loved it. And then, of course, he grew out of it, and my middle son used to wear it when he was little. Then, of course, he grew out of it. And then, yes, my youngest son, Quest, he wore it as well, and he grew out of it as well. So all 3 of my sons, they all wore this and all thought it was cool. And it even had little, you know, when you cut out a hole so your thumb can stick through the sleeve, it had that going on. It was very old. The tag was cut out, like I said. I was actually going to keep it because I was being sentimental about it, but then I'm like, no, Julie, just donate it. You can't keep everything. And then I thought, you know what? This is old. I wonder if it's worth anything. So, of course, I went online and looked it up. And yes, absolutely. Holy crap. The adult sizes in these shirts are going for really good money. I was like, whoo, you know, but I didn't know because it's a U size. Wasn't really sure. It's valuable, I guess, but all the factors, I'm just going to put it on there for $27.88 plus shipping. You know, I'll be happy to get that out of it. Honey, it sold like this, like bam. I mean, I know a lot of vintage shirts sell well, but I guess because it was U size and everything, I just wasn't sure. But yeah, still sold well. So definitely good. Keep your eye out for stuff like that, guys. Ooh, this was really pretty. Vintage Murano, Italy. Ribbon glass candy bowl. Okay, look at this thing. So pretty. Had a very unique like shape to it and folds and just beautiful. I took these pictures over at my mom's house in the summertime because that's her back porch. Oh, I miss the summer, but it'll be here. It'll be here. We gotta be patient. But anywho, beautiful. I found this at an estate sale. Do remember I paid like, I think maybe around $10. I paid $5 to $10 definitely. And it sold for $54 plus shipping. Had it a while though. Definitely a long tail item. but a good sale. Here's another reason I absolutely love selling jewelry, because things like this can happen at any given moment. These earrings, guys, check them out. Was digging through my jewelry. It was 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago. This is a really recent sale. I was digging through my jewelry and I found one of these earrings. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty. You know, those are really pretty. Wasn't really sure. I just thought it was pretty and it looked old, you know. And then I ended up digging a little more and found a match. It didn't have the backs, but you know, matching earrings. And I set them aside. And then like a day after that, I seen them laying there and I looked them up. I took a picture, did a Google search, and lo and behold, anything that even looked remotely close to this was selling for like $300-400. I'm like, whoa, what the, you know. Turns out this is real coral, and I knew coral can be valuable, but I don't know a ton about it, you know. I had to actually research how to test coral to make sure it was real, and I had to test the gold, because there was one other pair of earrings I found that looked almost identical to these, and they were 14 karat gold. So of course I tested the gold, and I got a little acetone on a Q-tip, like nail polish remover, you know, and rubbed it on the coral. Now what I read was if it's fake, you know, the color will rub off a little, and no color rubbed off. I mean, it looked real. It was 14 karat gold on the little studs and stuff. So I'm like, well, it's most likely real coral. They're beautiful. I'm gonna sell them, obviously. So put them up. I put them on for just under $300 and immediately got watchers and stuff on them. A lot of jewelry is like that, especially if it's any kind of gold or anything. There's a lot of buyers looking for this stuff. So I believe I had them listed for one day, and the next morning I got an offer for $200. And I sat there and thought, I don't know, Julie, should I? Because these were earrings I didn't even know I had. They were buried. I discovered them, and I'd just be happy, obviously, to get $200 from these tiny little earrings. And I thought, you know what, let's counter the offer and ask for $235, I believe I did. And they took the offer. So yes, they sold. I've shipped them out and everything. $235 for a pair of little dinky earrings that I wasn't even positive what they were. So yes, getting into jewelry can be really cool because you're always learning new things. I do not know a ton at all about jewelry, but I learn constantly, because when you sell stuff, you kind of have to, you know, you got to teach yourself and learn along the way. So jewelry is kind of like a never-ending gobstopper of learning. It's really cool. And it's cool, like the tiniest little things can be worth so much. And it's become one of my favorite things to sell, which is insane to me. I never would have thought, guys, never. Before I started reselling, I didn't know much about jewelry. I just knew about the jewelry I liked, which was mainly just kind of, you know, like more natural stones and sterling silver and stuff. That's, you know, typical jewelry I would wear. I wasn't into like diamonds and stuff like that. I still am not into diamonds. I'm more of a, you know, a natural hippie chick or whatever, but I like learning about all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you've stayed this far, please like and leave a comment or subscribe to my channel. All that helps me build my channel and inspires me to keep going, keep trucking on. And I'm so grateful for all of you who watch and comment and enjoy. And as always, guys, happy hunting, toodaloos.